Hello, this is Jeff at OpSource Cloud, and today we're going to talk about installing MySQL. We're actually going to install it twice using two different methods, and you'll see the reasons why. So, to begin, MySQL has very modest requirements. So, our server is a single CPU, 2 gig of RAM box. Very, very easy to scale that with MySQL. So, the easy way is to use Red Hat's distribution of MySQL. And to do that, we simply install the MySQL-server package. So yum goes out, processes dependencies, tells you what they are. Yes, go ahead and install them. And once it's done installing the software, the first thing we want to do is start up the database. This will bootstrap it, put in a default set of permissions, and then the next thing we're going to do is lock it down using a script provided. So let's start it. MySQL D. It's bootstrapped it and started it. Now the script I was referring to, MySQL Secure Installation. It's going to step us through some very important lockdown steps. So let's go ahead and run that. Enter current password for root. Now this is a slightly unfortunate, but MySQL uses the name root for the database administrator account. It does not refer to the root account of the Linux box. So we just installed it. There is no password for root. First it asks, do we want to set the password? Yes, definitely want to do that. Next it asks about removing the anonymous user. The anonymous user account lets anyone connect to the database. We don't want that. We want to have named connections, specific users. So remove that account. Now it's asking to remove root's ability to log in remotely to the database. This is a good security practice, and you should also follow that. Now it's asking about removing the test database. The test database allows any user to write to it. The problem with having it is it can lead to a situation where a user can write so much data it fills up a disk. So, easy way to get around that, simply remove it. And last, it's asking about reloading privilege tables. All that does is refreshes all the privileges in memory. And there you go. MySQL is installed. And ready for use. As I said, we're going to install MySQL twice. The second method involves using a third-party distribution. Now you can get MySQL from MySQL, the developers. You can also get a very good distribution from Percona. These are performance consultants, and they are recognized experts with MySQL. A third option is OurDelta, which is built by OpenQuery. Again, another MySQL consultant, widely recognized experts. So for this second demo, we're going to actually get MySQL from MySQL. Now 5.1 is the latest GA. So at the download site, they list all of their platforms that they support. We want to get the Red Hat Enterprise 5 RPMs for the 64-bit platform, which is the AMD 64 designator. The packages we need are server, client, and one of the two library packages. Now, shared libraries contains just the 5.1 specific version. The shared compatibility libraries includes 4.x, 5.x, which is 5.0 and 5.1. If you're not sure which one you need, get the shared compatibility libraries package and you'll be okay. The only other one you might need would be headers and libraries. You would need this one if you're going to compile code against MySQL. Since we're not doing that, the only three we need are server, client, and shared compatibility libraries. I've already downloaded them, and we'll run a test install, and that will verify that we've got all dependencies satisfied. So we'll do the actual install, and it will actually start up MySQL and bootstrap it as before. Again, The MySQL secure installation script should be run after installation to lock down the system. The other difference between this distribution and Red Hat's is the service name is actually MySQL, not MySQLD. And the final thing you need to do after installing a third-party version is you need to let the package management know that you don't want it managing MySQL. You do this by editing the yum.conf file in the etc directory. This line exclude tells yum what packages you want it to exclude. So we want it to ignore the MySQL and MySQL-server packages. The reason for doing this is if you do a yum install updates, it might install Red Hat's version over top your own. That's definitely a bad thing. So you prevent that by putting the exclude in. The final topic, which is a bit lengthy and too detailed for this tutorial, is configuring MySQL. MySQL, as it's installed now, has default settings for memory utilization and file system layout. Good performance for MySQL demands configuring it and tuning those parameters. Some sites, again, the MySQL site, the developer zone, the documentation is there. It has a lot of really good documentation online. Percona, they also have a very good set of information on their website for configuring and managing MySQL. And as before, the OurDelta, the Open Query consultants, they also have a lot of good information. So again, this is just how easy it is to get MySQL running in OpSource Cloud. So check the community often at community.opsourcecloud.net, and thank you for watching.